Many thanks for joining us again for Friday edition of Sports Today. We reincarnate the spirit of the weekend. Sport, it's life, it never stops, and so do we. Very good morning to you, sport fans. Welcome to Sports Today on ABS TV, live here from our studio in Oka. My name is Ike Moked. A whole lot going down this weekend. Nigeria Professional Football League continues. Match day 7 is upon us. Abia Warriors Rangers International. What a classic Oriental derby. In our hand is definitely upon us. We'll talk about the events are coming up on Sundays, the finals of the Chans, and somehow the Super Eagles are in the finals and they will be playing the host nation Morocco in the finals coming up. We'll tell you about the transfer window came to a crescendo on Wednesday. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Olivier Giroud, and of course you talk about Michy Batshuayi. A whole lot that went down in the transfer window. We'll also be telling you about Nigerians on the move. The World Cup is on the horizon. Most of the players want to be there. The likes of Isaac Success want to be there. Brown Ideye, Isaac Success, like I made mention of, and of course not forgetting Emmanuel Emenike. They all want to be at the World Cup, and now they are switching flanks or making moves as the case may be. We'll talk about this and lots more on Sports Today, and not forgetting the fixtures of matches to be played in major leagues across our Western Europe. Mainstream League will stick around and tell you how it's going to go down. I'm not alone in the studio. I'm being joined by another sports pundit, analyst, bet advisor, bookmaker. I like to call him Joshua. Is in the house with me. Josh, good morning. Thanks a lot for being here on Sports Today.
Definitely, it's time to talk sports, and sports is life, it never stops. The weekend is upon us, and it's time for sports in this weekend.
Definitely. Let's start out with match day 7 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. If you ask me, it looks like Plateau United and Akwa United are the two teams that are ready to represent Nigeria in the CAF Interclub competition, the CAF Champions League. The two of them will be there. Plateau United won the league last season, and of course, you talk about MFM also be playing in the CAF Champions League, Enyimba International, and Akwa United. Akwa United courtesy of the fact that they won the Recreation Federations Cup, which is now known as the ITO Cup. And now to the fixtures of matches. Akwa United Wiki Tourists at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. Lobby Stars will take on FC Fanyoba at the Akberaku Stadium. Heartland Kwara United, Dana Nyam Stadium hosting that one. Castina United, the Mohammed Diko Stadium will host the game between Castina United and Niger Tornadoes, and Nasarawa United at the Lafayette Township Stadium will take on Yobe Disasters. Of course, let's tell you about the other 5 games. Yakubu Gowon Stadium will see Rivers United taking on Go Round FC. Abia Warriors Rangers International and Oriental Derby is upon us. Kanemi Warriors will take on the Enyimba International at Maiduguri. Let's talk about Plateau United Sunshine Stars. That game is coming up also on Sunday at the New Josa Stadium. That's at the place. Well, away from that, right now we'll come back to the discussion segment. Let's talk about Chan and try and relate Chan with the Nigeria Professional Football League. We've seen a Chan Super Eagles side that started, and basically when they started, it was a team that had the cohesion, the chemistry was lacking right from the very first game against Rwanda. Not really quite the kind of game we expected. 0-0 scoreline. Libya scrappy 1-0 against Equatorial Guinea. Basically, some people may say they are not really a top footballing team. We not make them. We are steamrolled by 3-1, and then again we got to the quarterfinals, 2-1. It ended against Angola. We had to go back. It was an inspiring performance from the Eagles, the Chan Eagles, and in the semi-final Sudan there were 2 matching orders. 1 to the Super Eagles and 1 to the Sudanese team. All of a sudden, we are in the finals. In the finals, Sunday Falaye won't be playing, and Ike Chukwuezenwa is expected not to be in between the sticks in Sunday's finals against Morocco. And Stephen Eze was beginning to ask myself, what was Stephen Eze thinking about? I think he had to be held responsible for the injury to Ike Chukwuezenwa in that game.
Well, at least unlike the situation with Sunday Falaye, where we have still not found a replacement for him, Dele Ajiboye was fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic.
Made lots of wonderful world-class saves. I think he struck a claim to at least get the 3rd spot for the FIFA World Cup.
Sure.
Because we know that the top is been filled by Ezenwa and Francis Uzoho. So due to the fact that Uzoho is in Deportivo. Constant Pastor Pantelimon has left Deportivo La Coruña, gone on loan to Nottingham Forest from Watford for the end of the season. So Uzoho should arise. Let's see how the manager of the Razor side plays his formation in this coming weeks.
But if you look at that goalkeeping department right now, I think we can begin to actually pinpoint the goalkeepers that should be going to the Compa Mundial. You talk about Ikechukwu Ezenwa, is an exception. We saw his
number one,
tournament.
the number one.
2 matches, he was the footballer. He was
the man of the match. And to me, he should already be put in the CHAN best 11.
Let's talk about some other players that could make it there. You look at the team now in defense, Arewachukwu and Stephen Eze there. You talk about
Eze has been phenomenal.
Eze has been phenomenal. But some matches, sometimes he tends to lose concentration.
And miscommunication with his partner at times, like what we saw against Angola, the goal, the replacement for his replacement out there. That's Arachukwu's replacement. Arachu picked up knock against Angola. We saw him causing a howler for that goal. That goal that was scored against Angola. But kudos to the boys.
Let's go to the midfield department. You have Osas Okoro, you have Atuloma, and you also have the Rabiu Ali, phenomenal
Rabiu central attacking midfield
he has always been there.
I think we have depended on Rabiu Ali too much. We need to nip that in board. We need to get more good players in that quality. And we actually do have to get quality players.
Are you going to select Rabiu Ali? Is he going to make your 23-man list for the Football Mundial?
But we are still 6 months away. Let me just call it 5 months away, because by May, Gernot Roy should have made up his mind at least. And then, at least for the 30-man list, definitely, you should have a Stephen Eze there. You should have a Rabiu Ali there.
Sure.
You should have Dele Ajiboye. You should have Ikechukwu Ezenwa. Ikechukwu Ezenwa, to me, it should be the number one goalkeeper of the Super Eagles team, like in general, both the home base and he's the captain of the CHAN Eagles as well.
Definitely.
So, and then Sunday Falaye as well. Sunday
Falaye, Gabriel
Okechukwu should be part. They should be part of the system.
And just finally, Antonio Okpotu, can he get a stake?
No, Antonio Okpotu has not lived up to expectations.
He hasn't lived up to expectations.
He doesn't need to, unless it be improved, unless if the next 6 months, like he has a deal, a deal's been in for him to move abroad. So if he moves abroad and he shines there, then it's all good for him.
Let's talk about the transfer window quickly. Let's talk about Nigerians making the move. Brownie Day has made a move. Isaac Success, 2 Nigerians right now moving to which club? You talk about Malaga, that's a club in the Spanish Primera Division, if you may want to call it. And Emmanuel Emedica has also made a move to Las Palmas, and alongside Ogene Karo Etebe Brownie Day, we talked about him 2 days ago. Of course, he has not had that kind of a performance you want from him. The last time he played for the Super Eagles was October 2016 in the game against Zambia. He wasn't in Dola since then. He has been absent. He has not been in the game for quite a long time, and he has moved from Tianjin Teda now to Malaga, and he's sticking for a place in the Super Eagles side. Isaac Success, same thing. Emmanuel Emenike. These guys, from the 4 of them, who do you think will get into the Genotro's 23-man squad for the World Cup?
Well, Etebo is already in the 23-man squad, and he plays regularly, week in, week out for Fiorenese. He moving to Las Palmas is like him moving to a bigger league. He's not just moving there for the World Cup, he's moving there to improve himself, to get better. Brownie Day, I think it's the same thing, because when he moved to China, he was playing competitively in Olympiacos, bargaining goals after a poor stint at West
Some players are moving from the Chinese league. We'll talk about Anthony
Uja moving from back to the Bundesliga to Mainz 05 to join Leon Balogun there. And then we have the FC Porto movement. We have 6 Nigerians at FC Porto. We have 3 Nigerians at Buraspor, William Sekong, Mikel Agua, and of course the new one, Shehu Abdullahi, the right fullback. So it's a fantastic atmosphere for Nigerian football. And then Tianjin Teda, the Chinese Super League season hasn't begun, so Brownie, they're moving over to La Liga, bigger league, Malaga and Las Palmas. These 2 sides are 20th and 19th on the La Liga log. No. They need to get out of the relegation zone, and if these 4 Nigerian players, especially the likes of Success and Idea, can help their side out, then the sky is the limit.
Well, information you could use: Shehu Abdullahi moving over to Buraspor from Anotosis Famagusta, the Cyprus club out there looking for pastures anew. Is the right fullback of Nigeria. Staker declared for the man of the match in the game against Cameroon, and he has been absolutely impressive in the qualifiers. He almost put us in trouble, but That's an issue that has been nipped in the bud right now. We've moved on. We are talking about how to get to Russia and how to see how we can get to the semi-finals of the World Cup. Let's talk about the ATP and WTA ranking. What a year has been so far for Roger Federer, the shredder, the Swiss international. But he's number 2 on the ranking. Number 1 on the ranking, Rafael Nadal, 9,760. I beg your pardon. Roger Federer, 9,605. Marin Cilic, 4,960 points. We have Grigor Dimitrov, Alexander Zverev, Dominic Thiem, David Goffin, Jack Sock, Juan Martin Del Potro, Pablo Carrena Busto, making the top 10 in the ATP rankings. Roger Federer, 20 Grand Slam. He has gotten 20 Grand Slams trophies. He has gotten under his belt. Has gotten to 30 finals. Phenomenal. You talk about Nadal, the clay specialist, 16 for him. What a year it has been so far.
What a year
Starting
it has
off
been
at the
for
first
Roger
Grand
Federer.
Slam of the year, the Australian
What
Open.
a year it has been for Roger Federer. Once again, kudos to Marin Cilic, even though he lost another final, his second final, lost to Roger Federer. Wimbledon 2016 was Cilic and Federer. This time around, Federer obliterated him. Kudos to all these guys. It's not really a difficult moment, but we just need someone to challenge Federer and Nadal in the ATP.
Let's see how it goes. Let's talk about the ladies' side of the divide, the WTA ranking. Caroline Wozniacki, 7,965 points. Simona Halep, 7,715. Elena Vitolina, Gabi Muguruza Blanco, the Spaniard, Karolina Pliskova, Yelena Ostapenko, Caroline Garcia, Venus Williams, Angelique Kerber, Kristina Mladenovic, all making it. And I tell you, for the likes of Gabi Muguruza, a first Grand Slam in a very fashionable style. Away from that, let's talk about West Ham United. The head of course, the football recruit is in the news for the wrong reasons, and he has made a disparaging remark right now. He is banned right now by the West Ham team. About 6 African players. He shouldn't have made the comment he made about getting African players. You have the likes of Angelo Binzobona, Pedro Obiang, and a whole lot of players. Equally at some point in time, we had Ayu there, Diakite there. For a man of that caliber in his position, making that statement, that's not really acceptable, you have to say. Let's talk about Aubameyang, the transfer window once more. We'll talk about Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang now. Also talk about Olivier Giroud and also Michy Batshuayi as we wind off on the show now. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang moving to Arsenal, £60 million for the record. And some Chelsea fans are saying that Antonio Conte is now making Chelsea an average team. What's your take on it?
Well, I think it's a win-win situation for all the 3 players, because Batshuayi gets first-team football, which he has been clamoring for, and of course a way to struggle into Roberto Martinez and Thierry Henry's plans for the World Cup, at least to see if he could surpass Romelu Lukaku in the starting top 9 position, which they play for the Red Devils. And then Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been wanting to leave Dortmund, go to a big-time club,
and
a bigger club.
With his former teammate,
even though I would say that Aubameyang should have gone to a bigger club, because he has been clamoring.
Not a bigger club.
They are not in the Champions League though, and Arsenal has really been floundering. They are 6th on the log. Getting back to Champions League is something difficult, and Aubameyang needs to be at that top level. So if he would have clamored for a move to Real Madrid, but Arsenal were the only side for him, so it's still a bigger team than Dortmund. It's bigger than Dortmund, so he's still advanced to where he's going to. And then Olivier Giroud, I don't know why Arsene Wenger wanted pathways to him. He didn't want to leave Arsenal. He also didn't want to leave London. So it's a good one for Chelsea, because they get a striker that they want and who still wants to stay in that particular city.
You have a striker like Lacazette there and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joining in the mix there. Let's see how he performs for us now. Henrik Mkhitaryan, Mesut Ozil, who's set to sign a 2-3-year contract then, and now you have Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joining the mix and making Arsenal maybe another formidable side. Well, that's it on sports today. Thanks a lot for being here, Josh. Thank you very much for being here on the show.
Let's get ready to rumble. This weekend is going to be power-packed.
This weekend for sure is going to be power-packed, and of course we'll come back to the Nigeria Professional Football League with Abia Warriors Rangers International top of it. We'll leave you with of course the league log of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Thank you very much for joining us for Sports Today. Join us again next Monday as we'll return with another power-packed edition. My name is Ike Mokedi. Good morning and keep on sporting.